Hello and welcome back to Inquisitor Martyr. So, we're starting off the third mission for the campaign. I got the Tech Priest DLC that came out a few days ago, and I ran into an issue. The story takes place towards the end and after the main story, so I don't want to play it because it's full of spoilers. Like, I've played it, but I don't want to record it for everybody because otherwise it defeats the purpose of the rest of this. I will say though, it's pretty good. It adds Tyranids, Eldar. Yeah, I think that's it. But either way, fighting the Tyranids is cool. But we're back with the Death Cult Assassin. We're going with the big boy sword. Really? Our audio is... I guess it's either this save or the game in general. Like, maybe this character
confusing me with someone else.
I think the audio's glitched with this character. I could try running like a second save and seeing what happens, but it might just be that this character, something doesn't trigger right.
Cleansing shots fired.
Which wouldn't surprise me, like I said before, this game's glitchy.
That's the plan, yes. Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I'm a member of his mysterious expedition. I've eliminated the first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
I will admit though, playing as the assassin, you move real fluidly.
Target eliminated.
And the ability to chain hits and start attack faster, the more hits you chain is nice.
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress. Under some smoldering wreckage. Eradicated.
I should probably talk about something, but it's difficult to figure out what. There's so much about 40K to talk about that any one specific thing feels weird. You know, since we're fighting Chaos, we'll go on about Chaos a bit. So, within Chaos there's the four gods, Tzeentch, Slaanesh, Khorne, and Nurgle. There's a fifth one was canonical for a little bit, which was Malice or Malal, but due to some artistic issues and licensing, they ended up having to kind of drop him, even though he's kind of unofficially still around because there is a Chaos Space Marine warband called the Sons of Malice, who have a paint scheme that fits Malal, because Malal's colors are essentially just black and white, and the Sons of Malice have that exact paint scheme.
Target eliminated.
Now, as I said before, Nurgle is essentially the chaos god of everything disgusting. Thorn talking.
Yes, I purged the place. Pain is salvation.
So, Nurgle's whole thing is pestilence, decay, essentially pestilence, the horseman of the apocalypse. His most loyal Space Marine chapter that follows him would be Death Guard, and then all the other Traitor Marines who've kind of spread from Death Guard. Though there are Nurgle worshippers in most groups. So you might have, well, they'd be Plague Marines, and Plague Marines are different from your standard Chaos Space Marine. And you might find Black Legion might have some Plague Marines. They might have worshippers of Tzeentch. They might have, I don't even remember what Slaanesh has for their special Marines. Oh, Noise Marines. So,
Thorn,
there's
I've
that.
reached the end of this subdeck.
Yay! But yeah, worshippers within Chaos, they'll be concentrated in different warbands, but they will spread out among others. Groups like Black Legion, who are worshippers of Chaos United, which is just the general idea of chaos and all four Chaos gods. That said, worshippers of Malal are different because they don't fit in. Because Malal's whole deal was he wanted to fight chaos and cause chaos by fighting chaos. His whole way of winning was getting the other gods to fight each other, because he was essentially the chaos god of entropy, which was neat, and would have actually, if they kept him full bore around, made for a really interesting dynamic with all the chaos gods instead of some of them just hating each other because they're different.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor.
Ready to fight!
At least the Imperial Guardsmen can talk. That's a small bonus.
New log entry. I'm entering the sanctum. The sculptures are undeniably Imperial, but I've never seen anything like this before. The colossal statues seem both recognizable and unfamiliar. Did I just find an Imperial cult from the past?
And that's one thing to note too, is within the Inquisition, there's a number of sub-factions, different cults. There are some who believe that they should use demons to fight demons. There are some who think people should be looking into researching death more to deal with the Emperor's slowly decaying body. There's ones who think anything that isn't 100% pure human should be dead. It's interesting, because there's a lot of small groups and some end up fighting each other, and within the lore, there have been small-scale wars between Inquisitors. Yeah, pre-Thorian, that it was, I think it's Sebastian Thor, was a notable Inquisitor. It indicates ancient heritage between the time of the 35th and 36th millennium. Potential connection to the Age of Apostasy. And the thing about the Age of Apostasy, that was a time frame where one of the higher-ups in the ecclesiarchy essentially tried to rebel and start his own thing, and it caused this huge cascading conflict, which helped form the current version of the ecclesiarchy, helped set it so that they could only have the Sisters of Battle as their militant group, and they couldn't expand out and have anyone else work directly for them, though that did happen occasionally, and some less scrupulous members of the ecclesiarchy would try to get groups like the Redemptionists, who are these hardcore cultists who believe in purifying everything with fire to the extreme. And usually if that happened, if someone found out, that member of the ecclesiarchy would usually be persecuted or killed. Usually killed.
Cleansing shots fired.
Man, the range is just so... It's dumb, but I love it. Look at that wiggly tentacle on the guy.
I found you guilty of heresy. Purified.
By the Emperor, we are saved!
Yep, everybody's dead. Neat.
Found you guilty of heresy.
Good thing these Nurglings just come one at a time. Otherwise I might have to actually use an AoE attack. Anything useful? I saw an implant. Actually, let's... do I really want to use an auto pistol? Arc blades. Okay, so we'll use that one. And that one. That's a good swap. Swap that. That is far better armor. Actually, is it? I lose over half my damage reduction. But I do gain a bunch of other stuff. We'll use it, why not? Oh, the sniper rifle would be a tempting choice. Actually, yeah, we'll throw that on. Toss a sniper rifle on that class, or that loadout. And then this can go on either. I know this probably isn't the most riveting thing to watch, but it's all part of the game. Wow, I look completely different now. Now I have dual arc blades and a snooper rifle.
Loading.
Let's see, what's this? I could probably actually just... I'm gonna take the second and actually look at my abilities like a smart person would. Okay. That's not the thing I want to investigate. That is. Okay. Single shot, armor breaking, knockback, single target, explosive shot. Okay. That'll probably be what I use a lot. Sniper shot, you hold and it starts to charge and, yep, can increase damage output. Shoot and retreat. Okay, so backing up while shooting trick. All doable. I'm going the entirely wrong direction, but this way it's clear because I will probably have to come back this way. The interesting thing when I mentioned the Redemptionist group is they originally came from the specialist game Necromunda, which was, and still is, a game where you play as one of the many houses that live in this underground, well, not really underground, it's just the lower part of a hive city. And there's mutants and abhumans, which are essentially just abnormal humans, or humanoids. There's plague zombies, which it's unknown if it's actually a Nurgle plague or not that's causing the zombies. Yay, we get to join Thorn and shoot more Chaos guys. Like I said, there's so much to go over and so much to delve into, it's hard to really pick a set topic. And it's not like I can be like, oh, this is why they use skulls on everything and have like a little discussion about it. That's just aesthetics. They just really like making things edgy.
I find your ignorance of my capabilities amusing. For the moment, at least. Imagine a surgeon cutting out lumps of tainted flesh. One by one, they will die. They won't even know who killed them. I will not grant them this gift.
Man, I really wish the dialogue wasn't glitched. It bothers me so much. That is a Crusader for the Inquisition. Their armor looks similar to Space Marine armor, but it's a different kind of power armor. Space Marines have their own fancy version. What'd I get? Passive, accuracy, and now I can start using plasma guns. The expedition. The clues I found led me to the following conclusions. Recently, a sizable Imperial expedition landed on the Fortress Monastery, led by a certain Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. The purpose and current whereabouts of these explorers are still unknown, although judging by the large number of casualties they have suffered, I assume the expedition must have had considerable numbers. Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim had Inquisitors and Interrogators in his retinue, also some Space Marines from the Stormwatcher chapter. I find it troubling that the Caligari Conclave neglected to reveal the existence of this expedition to me. And I got one attribute point for performing 500 single hit kills. Cool. So, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.